Okay, hey guys, so we're having a look at NASDAQ at the moment and 6E, so EU. If I take anything on EU, it will be on my personal account, not my funded account, just like yesterday. 6E I took on my funded account, but EU I'll take on my personal CFD account. But if we look at NASDAQ at the moment, so for me, we look at the daily, lifetime bias. Obviously, we've been very, very bullish. We have all-time highs up here on the daily. Now, if we look at the 15-minute, for me, look, we're in nowhere's land on NASDAQ. I am expecting sells. So if we look, we're sweeping the Asia highs at the moment. So I'll be anticipating sells coming into London. So I'll keep an eye out for that. If they present themselves, I'll take it. Looking at 6E, I'm expecting the opposite. If we have a look here, I'm expecting sell side sweep for a buy. If we look, we've got liquidity resting below here as well. And then if we look at the daily, right, we've been very bearish on E6E, EU. You can see a daily low here as well, which I've got an alert on, a daily low there. And then if we look at the, 15 again, yeah, I've got this discount PD array here with that liquidity resting there that hasn't been mitigated. So I assume we're coming in, tapping into this area here, and I'll be awaiting some buys on 6E as well, which is EU here. But if I take it on my futures account, I'll do 6E. So that's what we're looking at the moment. You can see we've had a breaker box and an FEG here. The downside, so this is going to be our manipulation. Sell side sweep. We'll see if a buy presents itself, and then NASDAQ, the opposite. Obviously, we're having an Asia sweep. We're waiting on the 1 minute just to see what happens from here, to see whether we're going to sweep a little bit higher before the actual London Open. Okay, guys, if we have a look, my alerts just set off. So the first area of sell side liquidity I had marked on EU has been swept now. We've just tapped into this level. So the next level really is all the way down here. So we're 155. So I'll just be waiting and seeing what happens after this. We're still early in the piece. We're not, we're not at London Open yet, but it's good to see. And if we look at NASDAQ, we're just sitting in this area at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, whether we push up a bit more. But yeah, we're just hovering here at the moment. Okay, guys, Apex, I don't know what's happening with Apex at the moment, but I just did a test run with this trade here because I'm just finding Apex, when I open this order, it closed some. You can see here, it opened and closed at the same time, which was really, really weird. So if we have a look, yeah, it opened and closed, and you can see I closed out in profit here, but it closed me out at a minus 44 cents. It was nothing to do with commission, because you can see when it opened the order, it closed a few of the contracts at the same time. I don't know what's going on with Apex, but I know there's been a few issues of late. So I just wanted to do a quick test trade, and I had the same issue as some other people. So I'm going to have to message them today and just see what's going on. And they should hopefully be able to, I don't know, reset the amount where the trade had closed, in the wrong. So anyway, I'm waiting. I think we're still going to get an initial push up here. So this is not the actual entry. I just wanted to do a test run, but you can see we've had the higher high. We have had a sweep, but to me, I think there's a further sweep to be had. So you can see we had this little sweep here. And I just don't think that's the end of it. I think this is what's been happening, where you'll get a little sweep, you'll get this high created, and you'll get the chock, which usually this initial move is a false move, and we'll probably see a further push up above here, and then we'll get our move. So this is what I'm waiting for, but I just want to do that test anyway. So we'll see here if we sweep up above this range here. I'm just going to put an alert on it. I'll then be waiting for an entry after this is reswept again. I don't think any changes have been had on 6E. Let's have a look. Yep, so 6E, the chart's funky on here too. So here is the other sell side liquidity I was looking at. which wicked down a fair bit into this here. So yeah, just waiting on this. Okay, guys, so you can see what I was expecting has happened. We've had that initial shock, and now we've come and we've swept that area. So from now on, I'll be waiting for the actual breaker structure from this initial push here. So if we look on the 15, we can see we're pushing higher. Okay, guys, so this is fairly risky. So I've entered in here. You can see now the reason I've done this, right? So if we have a look, we had this very small internal market structure shift. So we had this high, this low, this little bit of a high. You can see we're, to the downside at the moment. This is only on the 1 minute. So that's what I'm saying. It's very, very risky. We haven't broke this structure here yet. We're coming back in to tap into this breaker box. So we'll see what happens from there. If we look on the 15 as well, you can see this wick here. We've reached out for liquidity, which was in these wicks here, and then we've rejected from there. So that's why I've entered aggressively, because by the time you can see we're still outside of the Asia range, by the time we do have the breaker structure, which will be around here, we've already had this bit of a move. So I've just tried to capitalize a little bit earlier. If I hit stop loss, well, so be it. I'm just, it's risky, but I'm taking the risk at the moment. So you can see that's that. So if we look at 6E, let's see, what is he doing? Okay, so we're still to the downside. So you can see we've got this second lot of liquidity that I'm waiting for. It's 234. So it looks like it's setting up nicely for 6E. So I'll wait for that alert to be set off and then look at jumping in that. And then with NASDAQ, okay, so we're still heading on down. We're heading into this breaker box. So I want to see the reaction of this breaker box, whether we're going to get the breaker structure or we're going to use it as support and bounce back up, which it could be the case. I could possibly move stops to BE now just because of the time and being a little bit risky, but I just want to see the reaction first off this and then go from there. So far we're okay. These type of setups here, taking it so early, are risky. Like, I know that this is not a legitimate market structure shift. Like I said, we've had this high liquidity sweep, then we had this low, a little bit of a push up, and then the break of this. That's the only reason, why I got in. So we'll just see. You can see we're coming back now. We've bounced off that breaker box. I'm contemplating to close this out, possibly. Hang on. Okay, guys, we're possibly going to break below this breaker box and get our market structure shift, which will be great. That will mean this entry is fairly good. You can see now we're actually mitigating this breaker box. So I'm glad I didn't hastily, what's the word I'm looking for, close this out prematurely. So it's looking okay at the moment. So we'll just see what happens from here, but should get that breakdown, which will be fine. So we'll just wait on that. And then 6E now, we have a look. We're definitely, we've taken out that last lot of liquidity. So I'm just waiting for a market structure shift now on 6E, but you can see it's kind of just melted. Okay, so not far off this first level of liquidity that's resting here. I do believe the TP should be fine. So I'm just going to leave as is. We can see we're now coming to this first level. And our second level's down here. We've had a breaker structure now. So this is the breaker structure we're waiting for. So you can see what I mean. If we waited for that, our entry would be, down here. So let's see how this reacts off that level. And then 6C, yeah, we're still just waiting. We're 15 minutes off the open, so we may hit this target before market open. So just want to see how this is reacting now at this level. We just need to break below this, which we have now. We've created a bearish breaker. Here we go. So we've got 2 discount areas here. So I just want to see us, ram through this. Okay, so we've got some volume coming in now with this candle. So we just need to see this level here drop below. We can see I've put my stop loss in profit now. So risk-free trade. Here we go. So we've got that breaker flashing back up. We just need to close below here though for it to be legit. But we have this liquidity here resting below, so this should be fine now. We've had that breaker structure again. So here we go. So some people will be entering off this breaker structure here. There we go, out of the trade, guys. So there we go. Nice 2-hour trade on NASDAQ. And now we can patiently wait for 6C. Okay, guys, risky play here on 6C. It entered me, I actually wanted to enter off this break here. It's not far off. It is just entered me up a bit high in the piece, but that's all good. So this is what we're looking like on 6C at the moment. We've entered off this shift here. So pushing up at the moment. So we'll see if we get our 2R. And then I've entered on my CFD account on GU. So yeah, I've got to put my TP in for that now. Okay, guys, you can see I've moved my stop loss to profit at the moment on 6E. My GU trade, that's also up in profit. That's on a CFD account. There's a huge spread because I've been trading futures on my prop firm and I've just entered a GU trade. And oh my God, you should have seen where I entered it, because of the spread, it entered me way off. So anyway, this is a trade we're in for GU at the moment. So see how that plays out. And then 6C, we're looking at this at the moment. So back near the Asia lows. Okay, guys, I was stopped out in profit on that on 6E. So we're just waiting now. See if we have an actual legit breaker structure here. If we do, I'll probably re-enter and just target a 2R on it and just hold it and just do a small risk for the end of the week. Okay, guys, so you can see nothing ended up playing out with 6E. I had that stop loss in profit, as you know, got stopped out in profit on that. And then if we look at NASDAQ, so as you know, I hit TP on that. I've just been out for a while, so I just want to finish off this video. If we look at NAS, okay, so if we have a look at my entry, we'll go over to the 1 minute. Right, so this was the entry. Where is it? I've got 2 boxes here, guys. Please, yeah, so my entry's up here, this first box. But this is the entry. If I was following my strict rules, I would have entered off this breaker structure here and easily got 2R, as you can see, off that trade. So it dropped and made lower low at the bottom of the Asia, then came back and swept this liquidity up here. So yeah, so NASDAQ was a really nice clean trade. So Anyway, guys, that's the way I've ended the week. Nice end to the week in profit. And yeah, I'll catch you all next week.